friends, welcome to my first ever YouTube tutorial. Thank you for being here. Today we're going to make this lovely crochet pouch, and these are the materials that we're going to use. We have our 5-ply yarn, and this is our 4mm hook. We also have yarn needles for sewing, and lastly our stitch markers. Off with a slip knot. So now we are going to grab the end of our yarn using our right hand, and then we are going to point up 2 fingers on our left hand, and then we're going to wrap our left finger with the yarn once like this, and then we will pull it towards the left, and then twist your fingers this way so that a loop would be made on our 2 fingers on the left hand. And then as you can see, I got a loop on my left finger, and the next thing that you'll have to do is to slide your thumb onto the loop like this. So just slide up your thumb into the loop and then grab this tail on your right hand, and then pull through the loop halfway, and then just tighten both of the loop or the ends here tightly so that it could make a loop. And now as you can see, we have a loop at the top and a knot in the middle, and then we also have 2 ends here. So the end on the right is called the tail of our work, and then the one on the left is called the working yarn. That is the one connected to our big yarn. Okay guys, so the next thing we'll do is to learn how to hold our yarn and our hook. So first we're going to wrap our yarn around our pinky finger, and then wrap it again on our pointy finger, and then notice how our work looks like. This is our loop, this one is our knot, and this one is our tail. So we're going to hold the knot, the one in the middle, using our thumb and our index finger. And guys, remember that this is how our position should always look like when crocheting. And to continue, I'm holding my hook as if I am holding a knife, and then also do take note that our pointy finger should always be pointing upwards when crocheting, and our yarn should always be wrapped around our pinky finger and our pointy finger, because this will support how your yarn will flow. And our index finger and thumb should hold the knot of our loop all the time, because this will help you move your hook easily like this. And then I'm going to teach you how to make chains. Now we are going to make our foundation chain. So first we're going to wrap our hook from behind the yarn and then over the yarn, and then slowly pull. So when you make a chain, remember to hold the knot so that you can easily adjust how big or small your loop will be, and it will be much easier to pull through. So again, I'm going to teach you. First, you're going to bring your hook from behind the yarn and over. So that is yarning over. And then pull through carefully. Again, behind the yarn, over the yarn, and then pull through. So that is called yarning over. Now that we know how to make chains, I'm going to teach you how to count them. So notice how our stitches looks like V or a V shape. So each V shape stands as one chain. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. So we're going to add 15 more. So just continue on yarning over and pull through. So repeat this pattern until you make 15 chains, and then I'm going to get back to you once we finish it. So okay, and now that we have 15 chains, we're going to add 3 more and make it 18 chains. So yarn over and pull through. Again, yarn over, pull through. Last one, yarn over, pull through. There we go. So now we have 18 chains total. We are going to make this double crochet stitches just like this one. So I'm gonna teach you how to crochet it here, and the first step you'll do is we are going to yarn over and then count 3 stitches from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to insert our hook in that loop on the 3rd chain from the hook, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through that loop that we insert our hook on. Okay, so just yarn over, and then now we have 3 loops on our hook. Notice it. And then we're going to yarn over again, and then we're going to pull through 2 loops. These are the 2 loops, 1, 2. Okay, pull through to those 2 loops so that we will have 2 loops again. So again, yarn over and then pull through 2 loops. Now we made our first double crochet. Now we're going to make another one, so I'm going to guide you again. So yarn over, and then on the next chain, this is not the chain that we're going into, we're going to the next chain, the smaller chain, and then we're going to yarn over again, and now we have 3 loops again on our hook, and yarn over again, and then we're going to pull through 2 loops again first, and then pull through 2 loops again. So yeah, we're just going to repeat this pattern again over and over again until the end. So yarn over, and then on the next chain, and then yarn over and pull through to that 1 loop, and now we have 3 loops on our chain, and then yarn over again, pull through 2 loops, and then last one, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we're going to do this again until the end of the row here. And so yeah, now we are on our last chain, so we're going to make our last double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, insert that hook onto the last chain, and yarn over and pull through out, and now we have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So on the last chain, we're going to make 2 more double crochet onto the same hole or stitch that we went into on our last. So this one is the hole or the loop that we're going into. Again, remember to yarn over and then pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So one more double crochet onto that same hole. Okay, yarn over, and insert the hook, and then yarn over, pull through. Now yarn over again, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, notice that on our last chain we made 3 double crochet. So this is what your work should look like. So we're going to continue making double crochet on the other side. So we're going to flip our yarn work like this, and then we're going to make double crochets on top of our double crochet below here. This is the next thing that you should insert your hook into, just directly on top of your second to the last chain. So yarn over the next loop, insert your hook in there, and just make a double crochet again. So yeah, just make more double crochet, and also the tail of our work should be under the double crochets. So notice this is our next hole. We insert our hook in there, and the tail is inside or in between the loop and the working yarn, so it should be inside. Okay, if you weren't able to do this, it's okay, we can just sew the ends later using our needle. Now we are on our last chain space, and this is we're gonna make our last double crochet onto the same hole that our first double crochet was in. Pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, now this is our first row. We are finished our first row. Next thing we'll do is we're going to insert our hook into this V, the first V over here of our double crochet, the V stitch, and we're going to yarn over and pull through and just pull through again. So that is called a slip stitch. Okay, now we finish our first row. The next thing, now we're gonna make our second row. So the first thing you're gonna do is yarn over, pull through, and make 2 chains. So then we're just going to continue making double crochet. So yarn over and then insert our hook onto the V stitch, the V shape stitches. Those are your chains. So just insert your hook in there and pull through, and now we have 3 loops on our hook again. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, we're gonna make double crochet, yarn over, insert our hook onto the next V stitch, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so just repeat that. Insert our hook, yarn over again, pull through two carefully, and then yarn over, pull through. Okay, so we're just going to continue that again until the end. So yeah, I'll see you until the end. Now we're on our last chain. So this time we're going to make one double crochet on this chain space, and then this is the part where we made 3 double crochets on our first row a while ago. So we're just going to make double crochet on each chain, chain space. So just double crochet 1, 2, and then last 3. Okay, so just repeat it again until the end, and I'll meet you there. Now this is our last chain. This is how your work should look like. It's kind of like caving in now. So the next thing we'll do is we're going to yarn over one more time and insert our hook into the last space and make the double crochet. And then on this chain space we're going to slip stitch. So that is yarn over and then pull through immediately. Now we are on our second row. We're gonna make our third row one more time. So again, chain 2 and make a double crochet. There we go. Another one. Pull through 2, pull through 2. There we go. Just repeat it until the end of the row. And also I forgot, we're going to put a stitch marker onto our first double crochet on this row. So we're going to insert our stitch marker here on our first double crochet on the row, and just continue to make double crochets until the end of the row, and also make 6 more rows so that it will become 8 total of rows. So yeah, good job guys. I'll see you again later. Finally, we have made a lot of progress on our right now. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. So we're going to add 2 more on top, but we're going to change our pattern a little bit this time. So the first thing we'll do again is to make 2 chains. 1, 2. So yarn over, pull through, and then so this time we're going to make 1 double crochet. So we have 3 loops, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. And then this time we're going to chain 1, and we're going to yarn over, but we're going to skip the next chain, and then we're going to go over to the next one. So we're going to skip 1 and insert our hook to the next one, this one. Okay, and then yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2 again, yarn over, pull through 2. So again, chain, and then yarn over, and then skip one, insert our hook here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through. So just repeat that. Chain 1, yarn over, skip the next stitch, go over to the next, insert our hook, and yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, again yarn over, pull through. So yeah, just repeat that all over around the row. And now we finish our row. The next thing we'll do is just also double crochet. Okay, 1, 2, and we're just gonna double crochet again on the next, and we're also going to double crochet on the hole right here. So basically our pattern will be just the same as the pattern we did on the last 8 rows. So from row 1 to row 8, that's what we're going to do on our row 10. So yeah, just double crochet all over the whole row here, and I'll see you when we're finished. Finally, we finished our last row. So the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to fasten off. So what we're gonna do is just we're going to chain 1, pull through, and just get your scissors, guys, and also just cut off a tail long enough and just snap it off. Just pull through the whole end. So yay, we're finished, we're done. Good job, guys. You officially made your first crochet pouch. Yay! So we have one more step to do, and the next thing we're gonna do is to make this strap so that we can close the pouch. So just pick out a color that you want. I'll be choosing this color green yarn, and I'm just going to crochet 80 chains. So that's how long it's gonna be. So yeah, so just continue to make your foundation chains, and I'm going to meet you once I have crocheted the 80 chains. Yeah. Now that I finished crocheting the 80 chains, we're just going to fasten off again. So chain 1 and cut the yarn and just pull through. So yeah, and then the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to insert the yarn on both of the hole, on the corner side of our pouch. There we go. And then I'm gonna pull through from the back, from the inside, and just pull through back and forth like this. So just back and front, back, and then front again. Guys, just go through all of the holes back and front until you've circled around again and you've reached the other side. So you have to like circle around the whole pouch once, and then you have to go back to the other end so that it can close properly. So yeah. Finally, we have finished our pouch. Yay! Now, this is definitely perfect for all of your girl things, or use it as a coin